All right, so mainly geared here towards cash game lineups. We're going to look at some interesting numbers here in the spreadsheets. This is starting with the snap percentage differential of an increase. The only player that I noticed that would even be significant the week 12 is just because of guys on bye. But when you look down here at guys that do have a significant snap increase, one guy for Minnesota, that's Aldrick Robinson, has his snap increased by 44% compared to 26%. So that's a big increase there. We also have, let's see, Driscoll, Eckler. Of course, his went up, but that's expected to stay maybe up around the same range. That situation there with another running back in the backfield, Jackson. And we got, out of anybody else, Devontae Parker coming back. He's who can maybe, of course, a consideration for tournament games, but we're considering cash in this video more so. We got Luke Wilson, a bump in percentage compared to the 2018 average for Detroit. So that's significant there as well. Maybe get a cheap tight end. Lacoste went up. It's another consideration for a lot of people. Jeff Wilson, of course, up 32%. Now up to 71, around that range percentage. Getting snapped. Deshaun Hamilton, and so on. Let's look and see which guys, maybe the targets, also had a larger differential and went up perhaps the last 2 weeks, as we have to take out, of course, any week 12 bye weeks. Let's see. So we're looking back at trying to go back to getting back to Jarvis Landry this week, as his average targets a game 10, gone back up again now recently to 9. So that's good news for him. Targets for White went significantly higher, bump there. That's fine. Yeldon back up. Let's see. Yeah, so Fitzgerald back up, and guys like that. I don't really see anybody else. Oh, here's Ellington, who went up. So we've also got to look at here our main strong considerations. These are just the guys that I'm watching here on the draft dashboard. You can go and get this, the trial there, 30-day trial, and check that out in the description of the link. And also looking at the running backs in particular, that's very difficult to get a grasp on how to construct some of these. I'm on the wrong place here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. McCaffrey, of course, always strong consideration. Gurley, you're not really going to play in the main slate. Barkley, very consistent on the season itself, so you can always rely on him if you want to make him your top back. Going down the line here, maybe for number 2, Elliott, number 1 running back. Jones, of course, is a good number 2 option. Philip Lindsay, I really like him, averaging about almost 22 points per game in the last 5 games, and he's also very consistent. Nick Chubb, a lot of people, probably including myself, stay away from this week. Both players, of course, here, as I mentioned, Jackson and Eckler will receive work, so we don't know what's going to happen there. Jalen Samuels, also a question mark. James White, with the crowded offense to share. Basically a flex play for Sony Michel, and then as we get more down here, risky and tournament play onlys, that would be Mark Ingram, Lamar Miller, Spencer Ware, and David Johnson. So one guy not on here you may want to look at and mention will be LeGarrette Blount, because he has a strong opportunity to get 1, maybe even 2 touchdown upside tomorrow on Sunday. So as far as anybody else here, real quick, maybe I have a couple more names. Let's see. As far as anybody to really... Oh, Stephen Ridley for Pittsburgh. I should have just listed him here along with Samuels. Ridley is... I try to go back to that preseason games to get better looks at these guys, really honestly. Ridley is the better looking play. Well, he got more time, I should say, in preseason. I shouldn't say Samuel was necessarily as good or not, but Ridley has a good chance to maybe get some good yardage and a touchdown, either in the passing and or running game as well. So keep on the lookout for that for tournaments. Is this all, trying to round out, give you some strong advice here for today. Just a recent news item. Odell Beckham Jr. is supposed to be out, from what I understand. He's at the Redskins, and so he was not on earlier in the week, but now he's a key injury for tomorrow. So maybe an opportunity rises up and opens up for a guy like Sterling Shepard. So look out for him. Maybe he can get something going, as the Redskins have a plethora of injuries here to report. Questionable guys such as Josh Norman and Fabian Moreau. Just to look and see, check before the game, see if those guys are playing or not. And that's about all I have for now for cash game option consideration, especially the running backs. So check out this site, wealthyfantasyfootball.com. Try to get more info. I'm still trying to update as of tonight the wide receivers, quarterbacks, and tight end, especially with a combo or standalone. All right, take care.